it's a lot of fun to show people what an aircraft, you know, is not supposed to be able to do, but yet you can do it in the airplane.
The clouds provide a backdrop for the brilliance expected to come.
Well, I mean, as far as just to show that prestige for performers, everybody wants to fly aerospace because they only hire the top air show acts.
He's a new breed of performers, thrilling people every time he flies. The man is Mark Pfeiffer.
Rick White, my narrator and coach, we sit down before the season and we come up with the very best maneuvers that we've sort of gone through last year and that we've developed over the off season, and we put them all together in the most action-packed sequence that we can.
The machine is the Edge 540, a lightweight aircraft of vertical performance.
All right, have fun, buddy.
Okay.
And sheer thrill factor. Mark calls it rapid-fire aerobatics.
Again, I try and be right on the cutting edge, you know, sort of hardcore. You know, what I'm trying to do is make the aircraft seem like it's out of control, but when it's really in control. And that's a neat feeling to run it right on the edge like that. Hence the name, the Edge 540. I like to do a maneuver, never stop moving, so I like to not leave, you know, 2 or 3 seconds between maneuvers. I like to always be rolling the plane, always be moving the plane around the sky. To me, that's what I think is an exciting air show, where there's always action, there's always smoke going, there's always good noise, and there's always interesting maneuvers, maybe maneuvers that you don't see many people doing, or maneuvers that there's not many planes that can do.
But the rest of it looked real good. Yeah, real good, real good.
And while his head is in the clouds, his coach on the ground makes sure his flight is right on track.
Mark's a great entertainer with the airplane, does things that just not a handful of people in the United States can do with an airplane, not will do, but can do with the airplane.
Mark's love for the high life began the first time he went to an air show. And while he's not here in the cockpit flying fast, Captain Mark Pfeiffer is here in the cockpit flying the AWACS plane for the Air Force.
It's more, you know, sort of like an airline type job. You know, you're cruising from point A to point B. It's more instrument flying, more precision flying, and then, you know, I have a great life because I get to do that. I get to practice my instrument skills, that type of flying, and on the other hand, I get to fly the hardcore aerobatics.
And you can see all of Mark's fancy flying when he takes to the skies during Aerospace America. Robin Marsh, News 9.
It's a game of cat and mouse, but this game of catch is on a course of treacherous curves. The cadets are simulating a high-speed chase around several hairpin turns, and there's a time limit, 3 times around the track in less than 3 minutes without knocking over a single cone. Cadet David Vasquez has the secret.
Those would be acceleration and position of the hand wheel. It's not something I don't think everybody knows about, but it's something that's very crucial in keeping control of your vehicle.
Go! Cadets spend a week on this course because good driving skills are crucial.
Our highway patrol troopers drive every day. We drive a lot more than we shoot, so we try to emphasize our training in driving.
But even if they are in a high pursuit chase, it doesn't do them any good unless they know how to shoot a gun. And that's when they come here to the firing range and learn what they will need for life in the field.
18 rounds. Load and make ready.
Instructors are on hand to show cadets shooting techniques with everything from a pistol to a shotgun.
Go!
Today's lesson is with a rifle. These cadets say this is no easy task.
People don't understand how demanding that it is and the responsibility. And I'm really impressed with the profession.
You'll double tap each target. As soon as you fire...
Not only do cadets here learn how to use guns as weapons, but cars as well. In this part of training, cadets learn to spin a car. From the outside, it looks like this. From the inside, these cadets are learning all they can in training and hopefully will be able to perform in the real thing. LaQuinta Medford, News 9.
We have had a wonderful life, wonderful life. Of course, it's been awful short, just 100 years, but we've had a good life.
R.L. Stamper was born in Kentucky in 1896. He was 8 when he and his dad hopped a freight train for Indian Territory and bailed off near Shoto.
He left his step. He hit the ground. He just rolled like a ball. I thought that looked a little rough, but maybe that's the way to do it. But you know, all these trophies here are champion trophies. I think the best thing here, the best looking thing, is that I've done it.
That picture of you? When the Stampers finally stopped rolling, it was for good. 92 years later, the family's still here, working horses and cattle. For years now, the business has been pleasure horses. And you can see, business has been good. But R.L. can remember when work from a horse wasn't such a pleasure.
You had to be a pretty good cowboy then to make it, you know. Drove cattle out these hills, horseback, from back here 10 or 15 miles here with a lot of them here, then leave here early some morning, drive into Pryor that day. That's a hard drive, 20 miles, and sell them up there.
We appreciate you taking the time to talk to us.
Well, I enjoy it. He likes this has made my day.
R.L.'s family will tell you they'd like another 100 years with Grand Happy.
He's been super in every way. He's been a great partner. He's been a great dad, great Christian man, with all the values.
I guess the Lord has left me here for some purpose, and you don't know, it might be to help you, you see. And I won't disappoint God because He's let me live, you see. And I try to help everybody come by. I think that adds to my well-being too. Show mercy and forgiveness. Amen.
Amen.
Major Taylor, it's your move here. I got to tell you, this is a scenario that probably everyone has thought about when they walk into their house and it's dark at night. To come down the hall down here and meet a burglar face to face, and I would imagine both the potential victim and the burglar are shocked.
Oh yeah, there's a big scare factor when they came face to face. The burglar's scared. He's notoriously a coward anyway. Of course, she's scared. She's in her own home and somebody strange is there. My suggestion in this case is that she turn and run, leave the house.
What about screaming, making a ruckus, or threatening the burglar, or anything like that?
I would never threaten, but as far as screaming and making a lot of noise, yes. I mean, he's already scared. Her screaming's going to scare him worse, and we want him to leave the area too.
Major, I'm a pretty good sized guy, and if I see a burglar carrying out some of my possessions or things that are really precious to me, I might consider taking the burglar on to try to get that stuff back. Is that a good idea to even consider?
That's a personal decision, but what I would say to that is he's got your possessions, but he also may have a gun or a knife that you don't know about. And the thing that we're trying to get across here is you want to get out of these situations without getting hurt.
Bottom line?
Leave. Get out.
Get out. All right, Major Taylor, it's your move, and quite frankly, she's in a terrible spot here.
She is, Kelly. She has been inside, got her money out of the machine, come back outside, and she's caught. The guy's here with a gun. All she can do is throw her hands up. Hopefully that'll draw some attention from maybe a police officer driving down the street. He's going to say, give me your money, and she's going to give it to him. Because what she wants now is just to get out of this situation without getting hurt. Give him what he wants and let him get away from you.
We had a situation not too long ago when one of these victims was not willing to give up his money.
Kelly, we told a story about 3 months ago where a guy did the exact same thing, went inside, got his money, came out. 3 guys came up, started to rob him. He fought them. He lost his money, his billfold, and then got beat up. My best advice is at night, don't use these walk-ups. First thing you want to do, Kelly, when you pull up to one of these machines is pull up as close as possible so that nobody could slip in here between you. Keep your doors and windows locked, keep the car in gear, get your business done as quick as possible, and then drive off.
Major, it's your move. She's come out into a dark parking lot, and a lot of us have to do it. What should she do?
Okay, the first thing, Kelly, when she came out of the building here, she walked into a dark parking lot. She knows that there could be some danger out here. There's nobody else out here. She needs to be looking around to make sure that he's not hiding behind these mailboxes. He was. And she's got to be more alert when she gets out here, Kelly. By the time she got to here, it was too late. He already had the jump on her. First thing she's got to do is throw her arms up in the air. That alerts these people going down the street that she's in trouble.
Then her next move depends on what he wants.
Right. Does he want to rob her? If he does, give him the money. Give him your purse.
What if he indicates or she believes that he's going to hurt her?
The best thing to do then is take off screaming and running.
Let's say he's already got the jump on her and he says he's got a gun or a knife and he's forcing her into the car.
Okay, go ahead and get in the car. Get out on the busy streets so that there's other people around. Get their attention. If you got to wreck the van.
Whatever you do, you don't want him to get you to a remote spot.
Exactly.
Give me the money.
Major, it's your move, and she's really walked into a terrible situation here.
She has, Kelly. She left the pumps, walked right into the store, into that armed robbery, never paid any attention to what was going on out here in the parking lot, never looked inside before she went in. She just went in.
Now, once she's inside the store here, and she sees what's happening, she sees that there's an armed robbery going on, what's her next move?
Her next move is just to act like she didn't see anything and turn around in one fluid motion and go back out.
Should she turn around in a hurry and bolt out the door?
No, I'd never suggest that. First place, she doesn't know what kind of, if he's on drugs or if he's had some alcohol to drink, and if she startles him, then he could hurt somebody.
Okay, if he sees her, says freeze, stay right where you are.
Then freeze. You've got to do what he says. He's in control of the situation right now.
Major, what do you do if this robber orders you and the clerk to go back to the back room? We have these horrific images of people killed in the back room.
Right. Kelly, this is a place where you've got to let your instincts take over. If you think the guy's going to hurt you, then don't go back to the back room. But if you think the guy's just going to put you back here, just to give him time to get away, then go ahead and cooperate with him. 99% of the time, nobody gets hurt in these robberies.